You know what? I'll drink a coffee with you tonight, bro.
I do.
Yeah, I'll have mine in a mug, though, please. Yes, please.
And lots of creamer for him. He likes it pale like me.
Only my coffee, though.
WafflN, Waffle Out, talking real life shit in Waffle House bullying. What's that about? We nerds out here figuring shit out.
Alright, boom. There we go. Cool. Just on. That's all they want to do. Cause like, I mean, literally, it's going. It's live. I'm just saying. Like,
What?
guys,
We're live?
we are live. Yeah.
Well, no.
We are live.
All right, y'all. Well, we just ordered. It's
Sorry, we are live, places, so if you don't want to be seen in that.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. May I have some cream when you get a second? No. I mean, it can wait.
I already got it down.
She's ready.
She's ready.
She ain't ready. That is the dumbest like shit ever.
Sorry, we've been getting different waitresses like every week for the past month now? Yeah.
Okay.
So sorry we don't know you.
Ever since April left, April quit. She was supposed to bring some turkey legs the next week. And
we can talk about that in a little
Whatever,
bit. You gonna be here for a while?
I'm saying she was supposed to bring some turkey legs next week, and she fucked up. I'm just saying, like
something got fucked up, but that's fucked up. I know, but that's fucked up.
She was talking like, my dad runs a truck and stuff. Can you bring some turkey legs to Waffle House next week? I was like, I want 4. Can I get 4 turkey legs next week? We never saw her again. Never saw her again. Never.
She had some little skinny ass dude. He looked like he was, one of these little new rappers with little skinny pants, like trying to like talk to her. It was kind of funny. Sorry, April.
I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying, like, if you do can't trust. Me. I already ordered.
Oh, you already ordered. I'm gonna do the all-star, but I'm gonna do 2 eggs over light. We try this guy over light. I want to do the hash brown instead of the grits. Kind of upgrading the second hash brown for the $1, and may I have them in a ring well.
The hash browns?
Yes, please. And then bacon, and I'll have my waffle in a little bit.
About some
and there was something else you
Wheat
said.
toast.
Oh, you want to get your hash browns for later?
Yeah, I'm gonna get mine like scattered and covered. I'm gonna to go.
You like some scattered,
smothered,
and covered.
It's easier. It's easier that way.
And then you'll get your waffle later.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're a big pain in the ass.
Sorry.
That's why we like to keep the same.
Our fans like that we're pain in the asses.
That they understand that we're a pain in the ass.
Speaking of that, we should go live.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put in y'all's order.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Oh, hey, what's up there, TikTok?
We're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube and
what's
Facebook.
Up, everybody?
Y'all can't tell,
YouTube.
but I'm in my ill-fitting orange T-shirt because we're talking about Nickelodeon, the orange years.
Oh, they can't tell, bro. Here,
oh, they can't?
We're
Good.
down to table level tonight.
Good, they can tell.
They can tell.
I'm even wearing like my spandex skinny shirt and shit underneath, like just to hold everything in. Keep
like
it tucked
you
up.
got a Spanx?
Yeah, I got a Spanx, bro. Yeah, you gotta have a Spanx, dude. Yeah, that's how you can tell you're not a real fat dude if you didn't know nothing about some Spanx and shit. Like, yeah, you look good.
I used to work at a plus-size women's clothing store.
I would have cleaned up in that motherfucker, man.
Bro, you at a bank.
Cleaned up.
You at a bank.
Big women love me. Big women.
I think it's your name.
No, well, yeah, but I'm saying very big black women, like the extremely big black women. Not just like, oh, she has some thickness to her. No, like the very big black women and gay dudes love the shit out of me. If that was my demographic, I would never have to worry about it.
Did you hear that?
Never in my life. Never, but it's not my target demographic, unfortunately. I mean, I'm good with. We don't need to get into that. But anyways.
Kind of flattering, so it's like, thanks.
So July 4th was just today. I did
July 4th.
I did tell.
America's independent.
I did already tell the story on YouTube about, but your name wasn't mentioned all that much. I just told it out live, and maybe like 25 people saw it. So if you don't want to mention the one and only time we went out for July 4th, over 20 years ago. But we have to explain.
You gotta let me tell the whole story, my version.
You can tell your version all day. Yeah, go ahead. Tell your version of the story.
All right.
Tell us
4th of July, and you got your first car. I believe it was a Cadillac Eldorado, right?
1983 Cadillac Eldorado.
And and the speakers in it were blown out. And I remember we had to get some house speakers. For those of y'all old enough to remember house speakers.
We didn't have to get them. They were already in there. We had that decked out.
But we connected them
to
the inside because the wiring was good. And that's why we had some jams, the jam tube. We made it to the lake. We took our stuff to the lake to have a good time at the lake.
Imagine this at like fucking 12, like gonna look super out of place inside a Cadillac Eldorado. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is this white kid?
He didn't have like
Why
nothing.
is this white kid
Not even
driving
whiskers.
in this Cadillac Eldorado? What the fuck's going on with this guy?
They're like, who's
There's
this
something
gangster
up
over
there.
here? So we spent the day at the lake, and
you're already off. We did not.
No,
Right? Go ahead.
No. We did. We spent like the afternoon at the lake. We left the lake, and because we were drinking, we were old enough to be driving, is all I'll say. But we had been drinking, and we ended up getting pulled over by a small town police force, as we'll say. And the policeman comes up to the car, and he sees you, the white kid, driving the car with the brown kid in the back, and asks where we're going. And I remember you telling him...
Your brother was in the front seat as well.
Yeah. So some brown kids in the car, that's what I said. And then you told the cop we were going somewhere that I guess at the time may have sounded good, but it really didn't sound good because my grandpa really did live like 2 miles away. And from my recollection, I just remember telling the cop repeatedly, "Oh, my grandpa lives right here down the street. We're going to my grandpa's house," and so on and so forth. And we made it to grandpa's house, and we hung out there for a while. And then the cop drove by to make sure that we were there, and drove by when we were outside. Do you remember that part?
I remember that you're way the fuck off in this story. I know that for sure. I got a whole different story to tell you. The exact same thing, but different. I've already told it to YouTube, so I can't wait to intertwine that shit. And I just can't wait. Go ahead, keep telling your story. I do remember the cops coming. And I do remember why they came.
I just remember being at my grandpa's house, and the cops drove by. And I don't remember much after that.
I don't know if your grandpa lived out there or not. We went nowhere near your grandfather's house at all. I know that for sure. You told the cops that we were going to your grandpa's house, but we weren't going to your grandpa's house. This is my recollection of the story.
Tell me.
I was
here. You got like fading clouds and like that.
Oh, I'm so fucking ready. I was at work that day. You might have been at work too. I'm not for sure. But I was at work that day. I got let off early because it was July 4th, and I was supposed to work all day. They're like, "Oh, it's boring. We're not getting nothing. You can go ahead and leave." So I was off unexpectedly. All my buddies were going to the lake. Your brother was a part of my buddies. You were toasted at the house already. I go to the house to meet my buddies. My buddies have a crap ton of...
Sweet. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Have a crap ton of fireworks in the car, like... What we think is like a lot of money spent, probably only spent like $150, but we think it's like, oh my gosh, so many fireworks. But
back in the day, $150.
But we had no Google yet.
We stretched that shit out.
We didn't know where to go after we purchased those fireworks to go shoot them the fuck off.
Yeah, this was pre-Google.
We all jump in different cars. We jump in 3 different cars. Because me, you, and your brother get in my Cadillac.
I remember that.
Some of the other homies getting their car, which I think...
I do remember there being like 3 or 4 cars. I think
Evan was also in a Buick or a Cadillac, and then there was a 3rd car going with us as well.
I don't remember who was all with us, but I do remember there was like 3 or 4 cars.
I can name names. I'm not naming the name, but I'm just saying. We're like going 3 cars deep to Lake Dallas, which I don't know if you know Lake Dallas. You're not allowed to shoot fireworks at Lake Dallas. We didn't fucking know that. Maybe you did, but you were toasted in my backseat of my car.
Sounds about right.
We're driving. We don't know where we're going. We get out to the Lake Dallas area. We pull off to a gas station to try to figure out where can we go shoot these fireworks. You go talk to some girls. This is the best part. You go talk to some girls. This is why you were. You talk about other people's spring game. Now you go to talk to some girls out of nowhere. You go, yo, we can go follow these girls and go to their house and shoot some fireworks. These girls could have told us, hey, it's illegal to shoot fireworks out here, guys. You can come hang out, but you can't shoot fireworks. They don't tell us anything. So we go 3 cars deep down some country road, no other cars. We're following in the Cadillac. Again, this face driving a 1983 Cadillac two Mexican dudes in his front seat.
This face.
All right, so we're driving that. We get pulled over. The other cars leave us in the dust. This is before cell phones, or maybe before I have a cell phone. I don't have a cell phone. Maybe we have a flip Prodco phone or some shit.
The other died.
No, almost. This is before. I mean, this is like 1990 something for real, dude. Then we're driving down the road. We get pulled over. They leave us. The cops asking us where we're going. Said we were following our friends. We're going to our friend's house to hang out for the 4th of July. Nothing major. You're in the back seat. No, we're going to my grandpa's house. We are not going to your grandpa's house. Shut up, bro. What are you doing telling them that we're going to your grandfather's house?
When y'all need y'all waffle and hash brown.
All right, cool. We yell that out.
Just go ahead and make it.
Yeah, you can make my waffle and hash brown. I want the hash brown scattered, smothered, and covered. Can I get the double one for an extra $1? And let me get my waffle regular to go. Let me get 2 of them to go.
Make the hash browns to go too.
Yeah, hash browns to go too. Yeah.
You want some white toast?
Yeah, I mean, I just leave it over there. I got shit ton of stuff.
I really don't want to be an asshole by saying this, but
he's a lie.
I really want a wheat toast.
The devil is a lie.
Please.
Rich is a lie. He wants to be the asshole. No, I'm joking. But
No,
anyways,
bro. Like, there's a proper time and place to be an asshole.
let me finish the story real quick. So we get pulled over.
Asshole.
Yeah, I'm definitely the asshole. We get pulled over. I'm sober as well because I've gotten off of work and I'm driving, and I've not been able to have any fun yet. Maybe I've partaken some herbal substance or something, but I've had no fun yet. So we get pulled over. I'm telling them we're following our friends, trying to get there.
I kind of had to get this live.
All right, go ahead. You're good, bro.
Well, the person got a message. I'll call him back.
Well, so they're asking us where we're going. I said, we're just following our friends trying to get to their house. You're screaming, no, we're going to our grandpa's house, blah, 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 blah. Luckily, this is before we all have warrants and shit, so the cops just let us go. Luckily, we're just going to a house down the road, luckily, so we just keep driving down the road to luckily find our homies. And when we pull up, all our homies are getting their fireworks out the trunk. Dumbass kids, we just got pulled over. Now we're pulling fireworks out of our trunk, and the people that we're hanging out with don't tell us, hey, fireworks are illegal. Maybe you don't want to shoot them. Our homie grabs a Roman candle, shoots one Roman candle, then all of a sudden you hear, pew! We all run inside the trailer like some dumbass kids. And then the cops show up, and we're all quiet, except for one kid. I remember this one dude that lived there. He's like, I got warrants. He bounced out a window of the trailer. So I remember him leaving the trailer. Like, what's up with that dude? He's like, yeah, warrants. He's out, bro.
I don't remember this.
And again, dumbass kids, you don't have to open the door unless they have a search warrant. We're not smoking or anything. There's nothing but fireworks outside. Like, they can't do too much. We could have not opened the door, but all our cars are out there. So, all in all, and the girls that we were hanging out with sold us down the river. As soon as the cops came, like, we were just hanging out. These kids showed up and just started shooting fireworks. We're like, this bitch, what are you talking to, lady? We met them at the racetrack down the street. Like, they wanted to drink and blow fireworks. Like, we're having, what the hell, man? But yeah, that's.
I don't remember
Yeah, of course you don't remember that. Of course you don't remember that.
I don't.
I remember the hell out of that. I thought I was going. This is like my first time being pulled over in my Cadillac too. Like maybe first or second time. I don't know. I used to get pulled over a lot in that fucking car. It was just like a magnet for getting pulled the fuck over all the time, bro.
Every time he's in my Cadillac, all I hear is, and the speakers go boom, boom, boom.
So ghetto. So ghetto. Loaded up with house speakers because the speakers in the car were blown out, and God forbid. I remember I went to driver's ed with this chick that was like a grade underneath me. And
where'd you go?
Huh?
Where were you going?
Driver's ed.
Oh.
Yeah, dude. And when you go to driver's ed, at least back in the day, it's like they just gave you your license, dude. Like literally, me driving around that dude was like my test, and my written test.
Thank you very much.
My written test was like no big. I mean, I passed it with like barely a 70. Remember that moment in License to Drive when he failed? I could feel that moment coming down the pike. Like I had got like 3 wrong, and I was like, "Fuck, I can't."
Scatter, smother, covered.
Yeah. We're not gonna get a deal on a meal tonight. We're gonna get charged for every nook and cranny in this meal. Every bit of this meal.
Why do you think I was real?
So it better all be fucking right. What?
That's why I asked you. I want the extra hash browns for the balance.
Yeah, I'll make sure that's in there. Dude, you should be trying the fucking secret menu, dude. You can eat enough to fucking finish it.
Dude, if they would let me make a secret menu for Waffle House, it'd be dope.
You could get the double D. You could finish that shit. 2 hash browns in the circle, well done, with 2 over light eggs on top. I tried to do it. I could not finish that shit, bro. I have to put it down to 1D. Who wants 1D? Let's just get there.
You might as well have C's.
I don't want 1D in my life.
All the women only want 1D.
1D in my life is yeah, I mean, I get that, but I'm saying for me, dude, I can't. Double D's are nothing for me. And just so you know, I'm gonna put that you're way off shit in your story. I mean, I'm gonna input that Dumb and Dumber shit. You're way off. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great.
Well, I was pretty inebriated that day, so that's what I do remember.
That's what I think. I think you had already spent the day at the lake, like you're talking about. Because I didn't come into the picture till like it was nighttime. I was going to meet I went to your house to be like, hey, I got off early. What's up? I'm looking for your brother. I think he was about to bounce with the rest of them. And I think maybe you were like, you might have just been hanging out. And we were just like, yo, you want to leave, dude? Yeah, fuck it. We're drinking, shoot off fireworks.
I think that's kind of what happened. I remember being at the lake all day.
But again, this is before we probably should have went back to whatever fucking. It might have been legal to shoot fireworks off at the lake that you were at, because we went to the. I mean, they were just Lake Dallas, like the way what I know now about Lake Dallas, like you can't get away with a fucking thing. Like, we went to the worst place to try to shoot off fireworks ever. We would have been better off going to the hood and trying to shoot off fireworks than drive out to Lake Dallas that night.
You're probably right too.
It was the dumbest idea ever. I mean, a gaggle of white kids. Like, oh my gosh, and we're all out to the lake. Like, you know what the fuck we're doing, man. Like, But yeah. I had that thought yesterday, 4th of July, just out of nowhere. What's funny is, we might have hung out another 4th of July at some other point. But that's the only time that sticks out my fucking head.
We have fun.
Man, we definitely have fun, dude. I mean, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I do want some. I'm gonna have to sop up this shit.
Take it.
They didn't pop up or anything happen?
Somebody said they got a ticket one time for $50. No, they got a ticket last night for $1,500 for fireworks. And somebody said, pass potatoes.
I mean, y'all keep saying that y'all are the one. There's like all kinds of little emojis y'all could be giving us. Like, y'all be giving us guns and shit, all this stuff, but y'all want us to pass y'all shit?
Yeah, it was Koyo Gots for the fireworks. Where you at, bro? Jesse Hacker just joined. What's up, dude?
Jesse. Jesse Spano. I think it's hard for dudes to be named. Well, then, I don't know. There was that monster truck guy, or that. I don't know. I guess that's a man. He could be a man named Jesse. Yeah, Jesse James. I'll give you that. All right. I don't mind a woman named Jesse. Like, I would take a woman named Jesse.
You take any woman.
I am a thought. That is for sure. At this point in my life, it takes what you can get. So I posted I posted a poll, but I already decided last week what we're going to talk about this week because that shit just popped up.
And what is that?
90s Nickelodeon, called The Orange Years, a documentary.
Is that explaining the orange shirt tonight?
No, the orange fat boy shirt that had no. It was a toss-up because I was thinking about wearing the red shirt that I usually wear, but it's called The Orange Years, so I mean, fuck. I mean, this is the only orange shirt I own, so I just feel like it was a dumbass thing. Oh, wait. We're going to pop our WafflN OUT right there. That was actually pretty cool. Last week we talked about it, and I made this little sign, and I was able to put the fucking graphic up right there when we did it. So I'll just cut that out and go back. And now we start the show, be like, WafflN OUT. What's up? And they're just looking at me like, shut up, Tony.
Boom.
But anyways, I figured out what we were going to talk about last week.
Yeah.
Afterwards, because of what I saw. But so I put up a poll like, hey, we see if you can guess what we're going to talk about. It kind of has to do what we talked about last week. So if you watch us, you kind of he talked about cartoons last week. Nickelodeon was brought up. So the answer being Nickelodeon, The Orange Years, like you might be able to put those two together. One of my answers was Adam Sandler 90s movies. And I got like 89% of the fucking vote. Fucking assholes, like they just can't stop talking about. So, while I finish, I was going to talk about one of his lesser 90s movies.
And that is?
Little Nicky.
Oh, that's the one where he comes back as Satan's son.
Yes. That one played at the movie theater when I worked at the movie theater. So, and that one had the music like POD, like that was my fucking, those were my jams back in the day. Like it was like that rock rap shit.
Yeah, you're all about the Limp Bizkit.
Look.
Thank you.
Are you sure you don't want any more coffee?
No, I'm good, man. Have a water though with no ice, please. Thank you.
And you know that was based on a Saturday Night Live character, right?
Yeah.
What character? Beck?
I don't remember, but I remember seeing it on Saturday Night Live.
Well, it was based on, he had this character called Gil Grissom. And it was, he played like a rock critic. Like, get ready for this summer in the rock series.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
May I have a chocolate chip waffle?
Thank you.
Yeah.
But like may I have it a little bit like well?
Can I put it in the same?
Yeah, you put it in the same bag.
But a lot of Adam Sandler's characters that you put in movies have been characters they took from Saturday Night Live.
Cut. Question: can you put it in the chocolate chips like when you close it?
It's gonna mess up
The burner.
Like, yeah.
Okay, cool. Never mind. Action. Yeah, but Saturday Night Skits, yeah, and then it came out the whole Little Nicky movie, and the movie was great.
Yeah, but I'm saying he did. The Water Boy was Cajun Man. Little Nicky was Gil Grissom. One of his very recent ones, Hubie Halloween, was the Canteen Boy. You remember the Canteen Boy? Canteen Boy was this weird thing that he did every once in a while. People, like, he was this guy that really enjoyed water, so he had a canteen. So people mistakenly that was kind of Water Boy, which it kind of had some influence on Water Boy, but it was really Hubie Halloween. So it's kind of like we're just talking about some 90s Adam Sandler shit with people. I mean, literally, that shit gets thousands and thousands of views, and if I post something Adam Sandler-y on our polls,
They like his ass.
Mm-hmm. I like to complain about that. Mm-hmm. I haven't watched Adam Sandler since Happy Gilmore. Wasn't even the right answer today, guys. Literally, our thing, it says you can create a quiz for, like, so I created a quiz of what we're going to talk about tonight. Each quiz I do, I put up pop quiz hot shot because, I don't know, that just pops in my head when you say the word quiz. I think of Dennis Hopper from Speed saying pop quiz hot shot. What if the bus is going, you can't get it below 60 miles, whatever the fuck. So I say that and people like, that gets me thinking of Speed. I'm like, well, yeah, that's what it does to me when I say the word quiz. Like, I'm just stupid like that. Like, I see dumbass shit.
You got that
like
Google brain.
Yeah, I got that dumbass shit. Like, I see something and I think of, like,
Other
literally,
shit.
my sons were in there playing and they're like, oh, I swear, I'm sick of you. They say I swear. I want to, like, sing, I swear. Like 90s style, all for one, like, just out of nowhere. And they'll look, like, and I know it was just them. And I want to do it because they're on their little computer game shit talking back to their friends. So I just want to be in the background saying,
For better, worse, right? That type of shit.
Or I hear the other one on this one's phone, like and I'm in the kitchen, like they're in separate rooms or something. Like, dude, I don't know who's on your phone, but somebody sounds dumb as hell on there. Sounds stupid as can be. I don't know who that person is, but it sounds stupid.
You tell them left brain and right brain.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Left nut and right nut.
Or, okay, so like they wear the bonnet, right? But no, I asked them, like, when they got out of the shower, I was like, wait, y'all wash y'all's hair every time? They're like, no. I was like, okay, I guess I can accept the bonnet if y'all don't wash your hair every time. I'll take that. Y'all do. Okay, you get that. But like, I noticed that their foreheads have gotten a little bit more pimply, and I started telling them, like, hey, bro, wearing the bonnet all night, that kind of entraps everything that's going on. So, and like, no, my head was always pimply.
They don't have Jericho juice, so like.
No, my head's always pimply. I'm like, well, always that pimply.
Not like that, bro. You know what you do? Let's go buy some Clearasil.
Hey, Clearasil be getting stuck in people's heads, bro.
They still make whatchamacallit?
I don't even know, man.
Oxy?
I don't know. Thank God. I mean,
I never had to deal with
my
that
ex-wife
shit,
took care of all that shit for my daughter, so I have no idea what she had to deal with. But when I turned like,
I had a few pimples like in high school, like on my chin for like having the chin strap all the time playing football.
I had regular pimples, but I never had some.
And then I had like a few randoms, regular.
Supposedly,
I had chocolate type of.
Supposedly, you're not supposed to pop your pimples or clean your ear out with Q-tips. Fucking crazy. Like, you're supposed to clean your ear, but not like dig in your ear and clean it out. Like, I have a homeboy that cleans his ear out with a fucking key, man. He'd be digging in the motherfucker with a key. I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing, bro?
Damaging himself.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is just. At least that's a plastic part, but I mean.
This part.
Oh.
Only to like, it's like the hairs be irritating.
Just right there on the edge is one thing, yeah.
This dude, like, he's digging, mining for gold in his ear with the keys. Like, just like he'll be talking to you, just like digging.
Dude, those are those people that go like 2 knuckles deep while they're like digging in the nose. Like, dude, you're about to touch your brain, dude.
I don't know. All I know is like I'm sitting there just like.
It's like, my ninja, you touching your brain.
He's not even looking in the mirror like that. He just
look 2 knuckles, dude. Like 1, 2. Like that's like brain territory. That's touching brain.
You hand me the paper for the orange ears. Let's get our WafflN OUT shit. We're done with Club Random while we eat.
Just one?
Oh no, there's a bigger one. And this was the. I wanted to. This was the Adam Sandler and the Don't Forget About the 4th of July story, which I'm glad I did because you completely missed. Like, you fucked it up, bro.
Hey, my story is my story, bro. That's what I remember.
It's just story. I'll send you.
That's what I remember.
Once I cut everything up, I'll send you. All right. So I wrote. I saw it last week. After our show, we talked about cartoons. And at one point, we talked about Nicktoons. I swear to God, either that night or the next day, I get on my Hulu and there's a documentary. We weren't even there, dude. Somehow, like, listens to me and transfers it to my fucking Fire Stick somehow. The Orange Years. I'm like, oh, that would have been great to watch before we talked about this shit. Let me watch it. It's actually pretty informative. And it's going through step by step what Nickelodeon started out as and everything. I'm like, wow. Like, so I'm okay. Well, I'm just gonna fucking take notes. Like, everything they say, I'm gonna bring it up. So. Hello?
I had to beat
He
that.
was asleep. He was asleep completely. Right. Well, I'm sorry. He was asleep. Well, I told the boys, and I literally, he was asleep. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I'm sorry, Kelly. Let me get done with this. I'll be home as soon as possible.
I guess we're not going for a beer tonight.
All right, whatever.
Hey, whatever you did, now we're getting more viewers. What's up, Bruce?
Well, good. Well, probably because we cut out a little bit. All right, so
Maybe.
Nickelodeon started. I don't know what year did you start on cable? Because I didn't have cable until I only got to see cable when I went to go to my grandma's house on my dad's side. So it was like every other weekend. And I would.
Dude, we didn't get cable in our house until it's been like 1992.
Yeah, I guess that was around the time.
I remember the House of Pain video was like popping.
Right.
Like you couldn't turn on MTV or VH1 or the box or none of that without seeing House of Pain.
What's crazy? Me and my mom lived in apartments my entire life, like when I was a kid, but we didn't have cable. Like, isn't most of the time like cable's like kind of readily available in apartments? Like you just plug up to the apartments and get some type of cable back in the day, at least.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah. It used to be like that.
Why the fuck didn't I I'd have to go to my dad's house. I remember, like, dude, I would like sit in front of the TV.
Your mom didn't want you to watch MTV, bro.
I wouldn't be watching MTV. I mean, but we had a wall full of VHS tapes that somebody recorded off of cable at some point. So we had, I was just glued to TV constantly. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Anyways, this is how Nickelodeon started as this cable television thing for this. There was this box that they tried in Ohio where it was like interactive TV. And you'd be able to click on, they'd ask you questions. You'd be like, ooh, I like this, I like that, blah, 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 blah. And one of the shows on there was Pinwheel TV. I don't know if you ever saw Pinwheel, but Pinwheel was weird low budget, like hand puppet type shit, like Sesame Street on like crack steroids type stuff.
Don't remember, bro.
That turned into Nickelodeon somehow. I only saw that Pinwheel stuff somehow, some way on Nickelodeon somehow. But that's how it started. But then it went into Double Dare, and Double Dare was their beginning of like doing their own programming.
I remember Double Dare.
And you can't do that on TV. That's where the slime originated. You ever see that? You can't do that on television. Then from there, they went into Hey Dude. You remember this TV show, Hey Dude?
Yes, on the farm, on the ranch in Arizona.
Remember Marsha Brady? Blonde hair and that. I did not literally. She was on there. I was like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. Ben Stiller's wife was on Hey Dude. I completely forgot that shit.
What's your name's mom?
There's a Hey Dude podcast out there right now, right?
You're going to give them a shout out, but they're not going to give us a shout out.
And we wonder why people don't have time to listen to our podcast and shit, because they listen
to that one.
Then they went to Salute Your Shorts, which
remember that one?
Fucking loved it. Shit, I remember watching the shit out of it. That only lasted like 2 or 3 seasons. Same thing with Hey Dude, 2 or 3 seasons. Then they went to P&P. Then we got to Clarissa Explains Them All. Both those shows, fucking Mount Rushmore on my fucking teenage years show.
Definitely remember those.
Melissa, I will love Melissa Joan Hart forever because Clarissa Explains It All. Like I will never forget her for that.
But did she really explain it all?
I think so. Nick News. Remember the lady's name? Her name was Linda Sotheby. There's a line from this rapper, Childish Gambino. Says, you can fucking kiss my ass, Human Centipede. So he's talking about the movie, Human Centipede. But I think you can fucking kiss my ass, Linda Sotheby, every time. And she was the old woman that hosted Nick News. And one of the influential things she did, she had Magic Johnson on TV explaining AIDS with a bunch of kids that had AIDS. This little black girl sitting there crying on TV saying, I just want my friends to like me. And He's like, yeah, you're just a regular kid. You just have a disease, don't you? She's like, yeah, I just wanted, like, why are they so scared of me, Magic? Fucking heart-wrenching, bro. Like, you want to cry? You watch that little black girl fucking telling you about having AIDS, bro? Holy shit, that will, like, tug at your heartstrings so bad, man. So bad.
I don't have any.
Well, oh, I haven't wrote Kiss My Ass Human Centipede because I think Kiss My Ass. This is how like in depth my notes were taken. Like when I was writing down all this shit. So that was the beginning. That one's on next.
What's up, Charlie and Dave and my neck and Dustin?
My neck, my back, my pussy, and that's crack.
What's up, Mike O'Connor,
Mitch.
Richard Ringwald?
Wow, switches around, damn it. Then it went to, they kind of reinvented itself to, oh no, that's the last thing. Motherfucker, where is Snick merch? Oh, you remember Snick? Saturday Night
Yeah.
Nick? That's kind of, that Saturday Night Nick, SNL, American Gladiators, that was my fucking lonely Saturday night in fucking 6th grade.
Damn.
I don't say damn like you fucking dick.
Dude, I was. It was very rare. My mom and dad would let me stay up to watch Saturday Night Live or American Gladiators. Like at that point, it was too late.
I remember Friday nights were the night to go to the skating rink.
Yep.
I'd go hang out at the skating rink on Friday nights till like 11. Saturday nights, stay at home, watch Saturday Night Nick. I can get some pizza. Saturday Night Live. This is before like. I knew of girls. I would have liked some girls, but this is before like, oh, you're gonna have. I wasn't the fat kid that was going to fucking the skating rink 2 nights in a row. Nah, dude, 2 nights in a row to not be made out with in the corner because I was the one kid that wasn't getting taken to the makeout corner and some shit like that.
There was a makeout corner?
Yeah, dude, the skating rink, there was a makeout corner right next to the basketball machine. Because I was next to the foosball machine. I'd be posted next to the foosball machine, schooling some kids, right next to the makeout corner, and be like, damn, someday I'll get to a makeout corner. Someday. In the future. Once fat kids are sexy. In the future. It'll happen.
It'll happen one day, Ken.
It'll happen.
One day.
All right, so Saturday Night Nick was Are You Afraid of the Dark, which was dope. Alex Mack, which
Alright.
wasn't my shit, but I wanted to date Alex Mack and like her older sister, that redhead. Like I'm down for even a day. Some ginger girl. Oh fuck, shit, that's my speed, bro. Keenan Ann Kel, all that. Alex Mack and Are You Afraid of the Dark. Also, some of their big claim to fame with Nicktoons, Kid Choice, and The Big Help. You ever watch the Big Help where they're like, I never partaked in The Big Help. They're like, hey kids, go. Like I think you said I'm gonna donate 30 hours of my time and become a big help. What fucking kid is gonna actually do with that shit?
Not me.
Hey, I'm gonna go clean up the dirty lake around my. No, you're not gonna do that shit. Also, the Kid Choice Awards, that was kind of the shit back in the day.
They still do that?
Maybe, I don't even do. I can't remember the last time I watched regular cable. Do you have regular cable still, dude? Do you have regular cable still?
No, I'm like, dude, I just do the apps.
Yeah, no. So I don't know if they have the Kids Choice Awards anywhere.
I have the Nick app for the kids, but they show just cartoons.
Yeah, see, I have Paramount Plus where it shows Nickelodeon type shit, but I don't see. None of the shit comes up. So they had. Remember the game shows? Nick Arcade, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yes.
Guts, that action sports shit. Like they used to have like the Aggro Crag, like those pieces of shit. I remember the Wild and Crazy Kids though. That's what I like.
Yes.
I like Wild and Crazy Kids. Like they show up at some shit. Oh, and Nickelodeon take what you be seeing out there, bro?
I saw some lights, bro, and it's the ambulance.
Popo's coming.
I just want to make sure,
Then Nickelodeon reinvented itself and added cartoons of their own. Instead of them just buying cartoons from other people, they added in the Doug, the Rugrats, the Ren and Stimpy, the Rocko's Modern Life, the Monsters, and the Hey Arnold type shit. Then they kind of killed themselves. The merch is kind of what killed them. But remember, did you ever get gag back in the day?
Yeah.
Coolest thing about gag is stuffing it back in the shit and making it a fort. I mean, that was.
The thing about I remember that is that it had like these little small styrofoam pellets in it, so that it wasn't like
That was
like pure.
Floam. You're mistaken. Just like our story earlier, that was Floam. They had two things. Floam had the pellets in it. Gag was just
Like the non-sticky slime they could slide through.
You know how they came up with those products? You probably don't, because I only know this because of that stupid show. Nickelodeon made a deal with Mattel. They went to Mattel. What toys do y'all have that everyone else turned down? Let's see. Gak, Floam, any of the other shit were all, I mean, it was pretty much the toys that everyone else said no to. And the only cool thing about Gak was when you stuffed it back into the weird package, it made a fart noise. I mean, literally, it was like...
It didn't matter how you try to pack it, though.
Yeah, it was, yeah, you couldn't pack it without a fart. And it was just, that Floam shit, like, remember how they used to build shit? Like in the commercial, you build shit, you can build it, blah, blah, blah. But if you don't repack it in the thing properly, that Floam's going to harden up and you'll never be able to stick it again. So, I mean, the Nickelodeon magazine.
I don't remember it lasting that long.
I do. What?
Like we played with it maybe for like a day or two, and it was done.
One thing you can go, they changed all their VHSs to orange color. Where if you had a Nickelodeon VHS somewhere, it was the color orange.
I do have some of those.
Every other color was black because just regular VHS. But they're like, screw it, let's make ours orange. Kind of fucking brilliant, bro. I mean, you see a Nickelodeon. Oh, that's a Nickelodeon tape. SpongeBob, Dora. I mean, they kind of fuck you and killed it. I mean, and those are the things like my kid probably loved the shit out of the most is SpongeBob and some Dora the Explorer. But that kind of killed Nickelodeon like the 90s. The orange years, our childhood was killed by that.
Dora the Explorer.
I was going to say Mexican, man. But yeah, that's what I was pointing. I was hoping you'd get the feed and just like, here, I'll take the rock, bro, not a problem. But yeah, that Sponge and that Dora the Explorer killed Nickelodeon.
The swiper, no swipey.
I mean, Heaven used to watch that nonstop, man. All the time. So I guess on that note, we are done for WafflN Out and Club Random.
Thank you for joining us tonight, guys.
Now we'll take it off.
Boom. See you next time.
Yep, we're out.